Hello, wonderful people. September is Bi-Visibility Month, and I am here to tell you why bi-visibility is important every single month of the year. That's right, not just in September. Bi-visibility is so important. Welcome to Not Defining. This is a place where we talk all about different sexualities, the complexities, the gray areas, so that you can understand yourself however you define. I'm a proud bisexual person, and I think the first reason why bisexual visibility is so important is because people just don't get what it means. People don't get what bisexuality is. They think like, oh, you're bi, like, okay, well, what's the problem with that? Like, how is that difficult? And it's so difficult. Being bi can be horrendous. It can be so challenging. That is why we have some of the highest rates of poor mental health of any group in society. Bi people suffer from poor mental health worse than gay people, worse than lesbian people, worse than straight people. It's really difficult. And I think the reason for that is because we're so misunderstood. Like, people think it's, oh, you just wake up in the morning and you fancy men or women. No, it's really confusing. You go back and forth. It can be fluid. It can be complex. You don't know who you are. You don't know who, like, you love. Like, you don't know what's happening with your attractions. And it can just be this space of being really complex and really isolating. And then nobody mirrors your experience. So you're not taught about bisexuality. Everyone just assumes that you're gay or straight. And so you get gaslighted constantly and erased constantly. And like, people don't talk about the fact that you can have attractions to different genders. So a lot of us just get very depressed, very anxious, very isolated, and we feel very alone. So Bi-Visibility Month is all about saying, hey, we exist. If you have attractions to more than one sex or gender, then that's absolutely normal. It's absolutely fine. You don't have to worry about it. Please don't become depressed. Please don't become, desperate about it, because there's so many people here for you. So that's the first reason. The second reason is that most bi people are not out. Most bi people are not out. Can you believe that? The majority of our community are not out. That means that if you are bisexual, it is highly likely that you are so terrified of being bisexual that you do not feel that you can even tell anyone about it. How awful is that? By the way, if you would like to come and get support and help with bisexuality or any other kind of questioning sexuality, then I offer one-on-one coaching. You can check out the links below. And we also have a Patreon group where you can come and join group sessions with like-minded people. You can come and chat with me and get loads of extra content. It's patreon.com/notdefining. So bi-visibility will always be important until the point where nobody is afraid of being bi anymore. The next reason why bi-visibility is so important is because so many people say they would never date a bi person. People actually all the time state blind-faced that they would not date a bi person. And we struggle to find love. Whether we're dating in the straight community or the gay community, whether it's men or women or whoever it is that we're dating, you'd think that we would have pick of the crop. Well, we don't. We're so often really lonely. We're so often really isolated because our partners don't trust us. Our partners think we're going to cheat. Our partners think that we're promiscuous. And there's all of these tropes and stereotypes that get thrown on us, and so many bi people just worry that they'll never find love. So bi-visibility is important so that we can teach people, do you know what? Bi people make great partners. Do you know what? Give a bi person a chance so that we don't have to end up alone anymore. Something that is linked to this, which is really important and about our safety, is that these stereotypes really lead to real life damage, especially for bisexual women. When you say that bisexual people are promiscuous, what you do is you create an assumption in society whereby bisexual women, a lot of time, are assumed to be easy, are assumed to want to have threesomes, are assumed to want to, do those kind of things. And then when bi women inevitably don't want to do those things, or they have boundaries, or they don't give their consent, it can lead to sexual violence. Bisexual women have some of the highest rates of sexual violence against them of any group in society. It's absolutely terrible, horrible, horrible, horrible. And these tropes and these stereotypes are the cause. So I just want to say, if you're making ignorant comments about the bi community, please just consider, because it has a real impact on our safety, and particularly on the safety of bisexual women. Another reason why bi visibility is so important is because we are the biggest group in the LGBT community. Not many people know that. We are over 50% of the community. If bi people weren't there, then the LGBT community would be looking pretty thin on the ground. We are so numerous, but we are often invisible. That's because if we are single in a queer space, people assume that we're gay. If we are with someone of a different gender, people assume that we are straight. And again, if we're with someone of the same gender, people assume that we're gay. So there's no outward representation of being bi. That's why we have like flags and badges and stuff. And we have Bi Visibility Month to say, even though you can't see us, we are here. The next reason why bi visibility is so important, particularly at the moment, is that most trans people are bi. So the most common sexuality for a trans person is to be bi or bi plus. Not a lot of people know that, but it kind of makes sense, because it just kind of makes sense. So the trans and the bi community have this huge kind of intersection, and it's really, really important that we support our trans family. Trans rights are under attack all over the world, and so if you are supporting bi people, then you're most probably supporting trans people at the same time. To understand the bi spectrum is to understand that the spectrum of sexuality is fluid, open, diverse. To understand that about sexuality is also to understand that about gender. The two go hand in hand. That's why a lot of trans people are bi, because we're just inextricably linked. Our communities just are linked. And so bi visibility, trans visibility is so important, and we are always here to uplift and fight for the rights of our trans family. And then finally, my favorite reason is because bi people are amazing. Like, there have been so many amazing bi people that just don't get appreciated for who they are. Like, so many celebrities, so many famous people, so many icons are bisexual or were bisexual, but nobody actually knows that about them. Like, my favorite one is to say to people in the queer community, Whitney Houston. Oh, Whitney Houston was bisexual. And people are like, what? People don't understand that Whitney Houston was bisexual. She's a fabulous, amazing icon of our community, and yet people call her a gay icon and assume she was straight. No, she wasn't. She was bisexual. There are so many people. Nina Simone, Billie Holiday. These are amazing, iconic women who were bisexual. Yeah, Freddie Mercury, David Bowie. These people are huge. Amy Winehouse. Yeah, Katy Perry, Megan Fox, Angelina Jolie. These are huge, huge, huge people. Mel B from the Spice Girls. Like, these people who are massive, massive icons. They are huge names. And yet people just don't realize that they are or were bi. And so bi visibility is about celebrating our bi excellence, about saying, look at all these wonderful people, they were bi. And that can really help to, show people that, normal everyday bi people can be capable of greatness as well. So I hope that we can all increase visibility of the bi community in our own ways. If you are bi, my love to you. If you're an ally and you're watching this and you're wanting to learn, then thank you so much. If you want to learn more about bisexuality, check out these videos. Otherwise, I will hit you up with more bi content very, very soon. Come and subscribe if you like our content. We've got loads more coming out. Thank you for listening, and I will speak to you again very soon. Bye for now.